Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Paradis, and in this video I'm gonna announce the winners, the 3 winners of the Benighted drum cover contest in collaboration with sickdrummer.com and with a reward from T-Symbol, ACD Unlimited and Evans Drumhead. So first of all, thank you very much for all the entries because you were 14. And so we had a little bug with Sick Drummer magazine because you were supposed to paste the link to your video in the comment section of the official playthrough, but apparently a lot of these links were erased by YouTube. So there are only 7 links in the video comment section, but I did find 7 others attempt and entry to the contest. And I was warned about that by one of the drummer that did attempt a video. So I hope I am included everyone in this result. So we have let's take a look at all the entry. We have Yves Bourges, we have Loris Furia drummer, we have Simon Martin Dish. We have Nicolas Regel, we have Solitarius, we have Thomas Hitch, we have Blasty, we have Aron French, we have Zane in 60, we have Ramsch, we have Mike Ponomarev, we have Stefan Horace, we have Pierre-Jan, I don't know how to pronounce this, and we have Vincent also in this contest. So thank you very much for all of these entries. And I did, it took me like 2 hours yesterday to watch everything carefully and just try to find a winner, and I got to a point with 4 drummer that I was like, these drummer should win. I had like 4 ex-aequo drummer at the first place. So that was super hard to choose just one guy. And in this video, I'm not gonna review everyone. I'm just gonna give some highlights to some of my favorite attempts and favorite video. And we are going to watch some extracts of each video. And yeah, I'm gonna react a little bit to my favorite one here. But that was super tight. The competition was just incredible. So thank you very much. And you know what? It's my goal with this kind of contest is to offer some rewards, but it is also to offer some exposure and prove to the world that you don't have like 5 or 10 drummers or maybe 15 drummers in the world able to play extreme metal. There are plenty of other drummers that you might not know yet, and you can still discover them. Some of them are not able to record themselves. Some of them never tried to upload any video on the social media, but there are plenty of drummers that are able to play super fast. So the fact that I was like with 4 ex-aequo drummers just for the first place, and then I had also like some ex-aequo for second and third place, is a really good proof that there are many insane drummers out there, and I really wanted to showcase that on this contest. Like every time I'm doing a contest, this is also one of my goals. So if you were one of the guys commenting on the video saying, well, Kevin, it's unfair, you should have a speed limit for the drum contest at 200 BPM. Your song is too fast, 270, it's madness. Nobody is going to be able to cover that. You are going to keep your gear. Well, you were wrong, because I have some insane entry in this contest. Insane entries. So let's go over some of them. And first of all, this one from Yves Bourges. Why? Because that guy that you see here is actually 78 years old. Can you believe that? And that guy isn't just 78 years old. He stopped playing drums during 40 years, and he decided to attempt the contest, to go on a stage, to rent a place, and to record an attempt. And you can tell that he doesn't have any in-ears, and the song is running through a PA, and he's trying to play the song just like that, and it's impossible basically to play the song in that kind of condition with just some sound going on the PA and you going over. So he is improvising the song entirely, and I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Eve for this attempt, because you cannot find a lot of guys that are 78 years old and that enjoy extreme metal and that play drums. So this is great. It's a huge honor, and I was very pleased to see this video. So I'm going to say some word in French for him now. So, Yves, merci beaucoup pour ta vidéo. C'est hyper impressionnant. Surtout, tu m'as dit que tu avais arrêté la batterie depuis 40 ans et que là, tu t'y remets à 78 ans. Et dans ces conditions, avec genre, on dirait que tu as le morceau qui sont juste sur les enceintes de la scène où tu es et où tu joues par-dessus, et ben, c'est hyper impressionnant. Et du coup, ben, moi, ça m'a beaucoup touché de voir ta vidéo. La compétition est super rude sur le concours. Du coup, j'ai pas pu t'inclure dans les 3 premiers. Mais clairement, ta vidéo m'a beaucoup touché. Alors, merci beaucoup. Alright, so let's watch a little bit this performance. And so Eve isn't playing a 16th natural blast beat, it is an 8th natural blast beat. But you know what, on Scars, with that kind of almost black metal riffing, I could have gone also for a kupa 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 during the riff, because it can fit definitely the spirit of the song. It's more old school, but it's definitely working. And I was surprised that nobody in the contest, even the guy that cannot play the 270 BPM blast, don't try that. I was surprised that no other drummer just go for a slow blast on that riff, because sometimes if you cannot reach a particular speed, it's just better to play it well, but your way, if you cannot play the original part because it's too technical or too fast. And so that was very interesting to see Eve trying like that. And the other part that I did like also was during the heavy, groovy riff. Here. And at some point I was thinking, how is it possible to play Scars maybe without trigger and kind of old school? And I think this part could definitely work on that riff. So that was super interesting to see that way of doing the song still. So thank you very much for this attempt. And the other very surprising video that I wanted to show you is from Loris Furia, drummer. I don't know if you already knew that guy before. If you are discovering him, please follow him, because he is just 15 years old. When I was 15 years old, I was playing Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin. The fastest song I was able to play was probably Fast as a Shark from Accept, and I had no double bass, so I was playing this with just 1 foot. I was playing like that, but I wasn't at all into extreme metal drumming, and Loris is actually a really good drummer already. So you will see what I mean in a moment, because we are going to watch a little bit his attempt. That video was probably recorded with just overhead and trigger, so the snare and toms cannot be hear very well, and he also don't start at the very beginning of the song, so maybe also the song was running through a PA or something, I don't know why it is like that, but it's a mighty impressive attempt. Remember, 15 years old. I mean, that is some serious speed and skills. The heel toe, really tight double bass. Lot of energy, he's giving it everything, I like that. So you can hear sometimes he has to stop the blast beat. Probably Loris is a little bit struggling with stamina on that song. And the fears sometimes are not 100% tight, but otherwise, as I've said, 15 years old. So in like 10 years, that guy is going to be a star if he's keeping it like that. And Loris, merci beaucoup pour ta vidéo parce que c'est excellent et tu joues hyper bien pour ton âge. Et en vrai, moi, je vais juste te donner un petit conseil. C'est que n'investis pas tout l'argent que tu peux que dans la batterie et les cymbales. Enregistre aussi dans les micros et dans de quoi t'enregistrer. Parce que moi, ça a été mon énorme erreur. C'est que j'ai pu m'enregistrer que beaucoup trop tard dans ma carrière. J'ai réalisé des petits défauts dans mon jeu que beaucoup trop tard. Et je me suis investi sur les réseaux sociaux beaucoup trop tard. Et si j'avais fait ça avant, eh ben, j'aurais eu une carrière sûrement encore meilleure que celle que j'ai, même si j'ai pas du tout à me plaindre. Donc c'est le petit conseil que je peux te donner. So I was just saying in French that and it's an advice for everyone. When you want to have a professional career or just share about drums, don't invest all your money in drums and cymbals. Also think about microphone, sound interface, preamp, computer, because it's super important to record yourself in order that you understand on what you can improve. And it's also very important to share your drumming so you have some feedback and you can also promote yourself as a drummer. And if Loris is doing this, he is going to be one of the great drummers of tomorrow for sure. About the drumming, as I've said, the stamina is a little bit of a problem on the blast beat, and I also think that the dynamic could be better because Loris is giving it everything on the D beat and on some very powerful strokes, but then it's a little bit too much. It's overplayed on the loud strokes and accents, because then the fast strokes aren't that loud. So I know no microphone on the snare, but still sometimes you need to back off a little bit when you are an extreme metal drummer on the very powerful stuff, so it's not super loud compared to the fast thing. Yeah, see? During the skank beat also super loud snare. Then I wanted to show you also the double bass a little bit later on. Yes, I cannot play alto, and that guy is super strong already with that technique, so that is insane. And when I say that he is giving it everything, watch just the last stroke. See, giving it everything. And on that kind of stuff, as an extreme metal drummer, it's great to give everything to the song, but sometimes you need to back off on the very powerful strokes. So that was mighty impressive also from Loris. Super great video. So then we have Simon. You can go watch his cover also on an electronic drum kit. It's really tight, especially on the double bass. It's impressive. Let's find some double bass near the end. You'll see what I'm talking about. Some gravity blast. That was mighty impressive. I know it's an electronic drum kit and that the dynamic has been like erased, but still it's mighty impressive. You can go watch his cover. You will be able to find some more gravity blast also, and it's super impressive. So then we have Nicolas Riegel. And Nicolas, if you don't know him, you can go on his YouTube channel maybe, but also on his Instagram, because his Instagram is full of really good video. And you also have a lot of Benighted covers on Instagram from Nicolas Riegel. And he's an insane drummer. I would say the weak spot of his attempt is probably the left hand that cannot exactly follow the right hand. So it's the blast beats are not as tight as they would be because of that, and they doesn't sound super powerful because of his left hand. But Nicolas, it was mighty impressive. And what I really enjoy in this video, and actually I think that video got the best ambient riff part. I really like this video because of the ambient riff part as Nicolas played it. I think it's better than my version, because Nicolas really understood what I wanted to do with the ambient riff drumming. It's inspired by Jamie Samira from Ulcerate, and I was trying to do something like that, but I did forgot one very important thing, to play the ride on the kick drums. And Nicolas actually did that, and so that is why it's super great. Let's go check this part. So that is super great. And also Nicolas really did his best to replicate the accent at the end of the blast. He's not doing like the big bear accent on the blast beats. He's playing every strokes on the ride, but that is still mighty impressive. And Nicolas also got a cool idea, and that is to throw off the wires of the snare, to deactivate the wires of the snare during that part. So when you don't have like another snare drum or a Latin cymbal like I had for the recording, it's a great idea. That was creative. So then let's go to Thomas Hitch. I wanted also to say to give a shout out to this one, because from all the videos that were recorded just with a phone or a camera sound and no microphones on the drum kit, this one is the best, I think. I cannot judge how tight the double bass is, but the hands, look at that. The blast beat, they are very tight. I cannot really hear the bass drum, but on the hands, it's mighty impressive. So you can go watch this cover. It does deserve some attention, because with the hands, Thomas is just killing it. It's impressive. So really good, really good cover. And then we have Blastbeatology. So I'm pretty sure you know him already, especially from his Instagram channel. I don't check his YouTube channel a lot. I will definitely, but I know him from Instagram with many incredible videos. So some of you might say that this one is played on an acoustic drum kit that does sound like an electronic drum kit, and so it might be triggered using Stefan Slate Trigger 2 plugin. Maybe, I don't know. In his YouTube channel, he is saying in the title of the video that he is using some trigger. I don't know if it is just bass drum or with the toms. On the drums only videos that I've seen of Blastbeatology in his YouTube channel, I think yes, the toms are triggered, but I am not against triggered on the snare and toms, because if it's going well with the music, why not? And Hellhammer in Mayhem, he's using trigger like everywhere, and nobody is saying that he's a bad drummer, so trigger, why not? It's just that then you cannot really judge the dynamic, because you have no dynamic at all in this video. I think that is the weak point, because even if in Benighted new album I wanted something very straightforward, I think to put some accents during the blast beat, for example, and dynamic in my playing, that is one of my strengths, and I think it is still great for Benighted music. The other weak point of this video are the D-beat. He's not playing the D-beat, he's playing a regular skank beat. But that is still pretty good. Then the heavy and groovy riff, I don't think that what he tried really deserved the riffing, but otherwise, this is the tightest cover of the entire contest. It is the best sounding one in my opinion. And what I really liked in this video is some other changes that he has done. I don't think I can play the song the way he did. So it's mighty impressive. Go check this one out, and we are going to listen to it right now. Oh my god, of course we have an ad. Fuck that. I mean, watch the hands technique on the left hand. It's perfect push roll. These feels insane. So skank beat instead of D beat, but many differences from my version, but it's working well, right? That feel was also really cool. Yes! That is super sick. Try to understand what Bass Beatology tried here is to inflate the black metal spirit of the song and the very cold and boom, in your face, very cold feeling of that song. And he succeeded very well to do that. And I really like a lot of the changes that he made into that song. One of the changes I don't like so much is I like that feel. That feel was really cool. But then that part here that he played, I think it's not exactly what was what the riffing was calling for. I think to enhance the black metal spirit and very straightforward spirit of that song could have been better to just play something like or something like that. I don't know. But then there is another changes that I wanted to show you, and it's during the ambient riff. I think what he did is very clever. Just listen to this. To have that relentless 8-note roll kick drum going on is a really good idea. I really wish I just had that idea. I would probably have kept my idea for the recording, but I never thought about that part, and it is still mighty impressive and super great. And as I've said, it's infading the black metal and straightforward spirit of the song. So it's impressive, and with no dynamic in the drum at all, in the sound at all, it's mighty impressive. The only thing I would have done differently is to play one of the blast beat of that part a little bit longer, just as I did in my version. So boom, boom, and then ta 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 ta. Here it's missing a little bit. Otherwise, it's perfect. Let's watch the end. That is super insane too. The very hand, like just the snare roll with the China at the end, I don't think that is for the best. But he took the risk of changing the part, and he deserves lots of congratulations for that. Thank you. It's definitely the tightest video, I think, with the best production also, and some really cool idea about the drumming. So this video was one of the videos that I was like, that guy really 100% deserved to win. And that was one of the ex aequo at the first place. So yeah, but I had 4 of them, so of course at some point I had to pick one winner and the second place and the third place, so it's very hard. Is Blast Mythology at the first place? You don't know yet. Maybe yes, maybe not, but so far that is the first place. So let's go over some of the others. So Aron French, it's also a cover made with just a phone, a microphone sound or camera microphone sound, with these low volume cymbals, so it's not very precise in the cymbals. It is hard to judge. You can tell that he really has some nice skills with the hands, cannot hear the bass drum, and he is off time at some point, and as he is saying in the video, that is why you practice to a metronome. Yes, please, always practice to a metronome, kids, if you are learning drums. And I'm saying kids, but also teenager and adult people. Please keep practicing with a metronome. Otherwise, you will never make any progress. Then we have Zane 60. That one was the best of the electronic drum kit cover. Definitely. He's watching on his far right sometime. I don't know why. Maybe watching the notation. But it's mighty impressive. And he has some other really nice cover on his channel. So you can go check him out. I see Despised Icon MVP, for example. Wow. That is some serious song to play. Let's watch a little bit this performance because it's really great. He's playing the D beat and with the fast hi-hat. That is super hard. Yeah, you can during the blast beat, he's playing the fill and then he stop the blast beat again. That is one of the weak thing in this video, which is otherwise mighty impressive. See, little pause before to start the blast beat again. And he is playing the blast beat here as I have done with the big bear accent and some rim shot at the end. Mighty impressive performance, to be honest. Mighty impressive. And this is one of the video with Loris and Nicolas. At first, when I watched everything, I was like, this guy deserves the second or third place. But I had so many people for the first place that in the end, he's not making it to the podium. And it's very unfair and heartbreaking. Same thing with Loris, same thing with Nicolas. You guys deserved you deserve a reward for your work and your skills. But unfortunately, the competition was so intense and incredible for this contest that I wasn't able to put you in the podium, and it is heartbreaking. Really. I'm amazed by all the skills that I see in this video. Then we have Mike Ponomarev. So I know Mike from the social media. I mean, not personally, but I've seen his work already, and he's mighty impressive. You will see that his swivel technique is insane for the double bass. And what about this video? One thing before we go watch an extract, the sound. It's recorded with microphone, but it's very roomy. And so I had to listen carefully to this one to really hear how tight the drumming was. And it's fairly tight, really, believe me. Let's watch it. So blast beat feels straight into the blast beat again. That is great. Congratulations. It is super tight, right? And look at the left hand, how the drumstick is moving. It must have insane power. We don't hear that very well in the mix because it's very roomy, but I'm sure Mike does have plenty of power with his left hand. And that feel was super tight. So it's not snare, tom 1, 2, and 3. It's snare, snare, tom 1, tom 2, but it was 100% tight. Congratulations. Yes, super tight, and that is the feel I have written for that song. Super, super tight. And so far it's perfect. One thing, during the D beat, he's not playing the fast hi-hat, just one hi-hat with the snare together, and that's it. But you know what? That is not changing a lot the feel of the song. It's a little bit easier to play like that, okay, but it's no big deal, really. Just like the blast beat using 2 feet, it's like whatever, it's working. That feel again 100% tight, so that is insane. We don't hear the ride very, very well, but maybe if Mike is at the first place, he is gonna win this beauty, my signature T-Symbols Big Bear ride, and that one would make the blast even tighter, right? So maybe he deserved the win. I think it's really good, but let's check out the heavy groovy riff now. Yes! So far it is perfect. Then ambient riff. Yes, with the accent. And with the bear accent and nothing in between the bear accent on the right. Okay, let's hear the blast. Watch that feel. I'm using double strokes here to have something different and also to relax a little bit with my hands. God, otherwise it's too much single strokes at 270 BPM. I don't think I can play the song like that here with the single stroke raw. Wait for the double bass. Yes! That is super, super great. So in the end, what do we have here? We have very tight double bass. We have probably plenty of power with the left hand looking at the motion. We have the exact same parts that I played almost. The dynamic is super great with the accent, rimshot accent here and there. The ambient riff is great. The heavy groovy riff is great. I mean, there isn't much to say here. It's a really good cover. It's one of the best. And so this one is also one of the videos that I put at the first place. So now we have Execo, Blast Beatology, and Mike. Because that is really great. So you can check Mike video and his channel and him on the social media. He's insane. So now we have Stefan Rojas. you will see that this one is insane too, and you will understand why I was struggling so much to pick a winner. I mean, come on, watch that guy and how relaxed he is. Insane, right? And I really love the snare tone. It's interesting. It's very far away from what I used to use as a snare sound, but it's amazing, really. The feel was perfect, right? Insane. And he's playing the D beat, and he's playing the fast hi-hat stuff during the D beat. Here you can hear it's not as tight as Mike, for example, on some of the fears. We are going to check a little bit further. It's mighty impressive, right? The offbeat China is here, yes. Ambient riff now. Accent, great. So, but the weak points of this video are some of the fears are not 100% tight, and some of the double bass is not 100% tight, and that is it. Everything else is perfect. Let's see a little bit the end. Up. See what I mean with the double bass. Sometimes you have some little things like that. And you know what? Stefan was one of the other guy I had in mind for the first place with Blasty and with Mike. So that is 3 guys already that can win the contest. It's amazing. Go check him out, honestly. And then you have some people saying, yeah, nobody can play that kind of stuff. Kevin, your contest is unfair. I mean, come on. I have 3 guys already for the first place. And I have Loris and I have Nicholas that could have won something. I have Zane 60